Well then. There we go. How's it going, everyone? It's a day. I'm tired. I've been tired for the last week or so, but I am still tired. Yeah. Oh heck, that sounds cool. That would be awesome to see. And yeah, there's a poll in chat in case you haven't seen it yet, because I don't know what we're going to do today. I have some ideas, but yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun. It is a story as old as time. Yeah, I don't know exactly what I want to do today. I have some ideas, but both of these ideas have kind of a part to them. With the level room transitions, I need to think about what I'm doing. Like, I need to actually plan ahead and decide how I want to handle the concept of a room or level in the game. How do I want to put them together and so on and so forth. And I have two basic approaches for it, and I'm just not sure which of them I want to use yet. But we'll see. The other option is, well, making options. I've been recently working on trying to figure out resolution for my game, and I can tell you that much, it's a pain. And in the process I noticed I don't have an options menu yet, or start menu for that matter, so I might be working on that. That might mean I need to make some assets, but we'll see about that. Yeah. And it seems like the poll is tied. Good job. I shouldn't have expected anything else. Okay. Let's see. Oh, what would you have voted for? Since it's a tie. Okay. That's fair. That means everyone except me voted for room transitions, which is fair. Someone had to vote for options. Well then, Godot. 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 There we go. Yeah. Before we get started, I should probably show off. I changed the camera a little bit. Mainly I changed the resolution of the camera, which has some issues, and I can explain in a sec, but originally the camera was a bit more zoomed out, but I cannot do that. I literally cannot zoom the camera out any more than this. Because if I zoom it out to anything less, it's going to look horrible. And if I zoom it out to anything more, it's also going to look horrible. Unless I zoom it out all the way, like zoom in all the way. But that doesn't help us. So what I did is basically change the resolution, and since pixel art looks very weird if you don't scale it pixel perfect, the game can only scale in a integer scale, so I can only get double the size or triple the size or the other way around. So anything that isn't gets those black bars. I don't know if you can see that very well. You see those black bars on the side, I think. And yeah, basically the entire concept is I cannot scale the game if it doesn't fit the resolution that I have. Or rather, I can, but it only has those black bars. And yeah, that's what I've been doing over the last few days. Pretty much nothing else. Let's center this vertically, and yeah. Now to the topic at hand. Scene transitions. How do I go from one room to another? And there are basically two concepts in which we can do that. Either we physically separate, like, basically the question is the room going, like, is the next level going to be directly next to this, attached to it, and everything, or are we going to have some sort of fade out and fade in to load the new level? Basically, yeah, that's basically the question. Part of me likes what Celeste did, where you have basically every room directly next to it without any sort of goal that just transitions to the next level. Because I like a coherent world, like a world that is connected together, but also nice. Speaking of, I added some stuff for stream avatars. If you check below stream, you can see it. Like below the stream, you can see the stream avatars panel. And I added a bunch of new stuff. Well, not a bunch of new stuff. I am in the process of adding more stuff, but I did add gloves recently, and I'm working on adding more stuff. But enough distractions. What I'm trying to say is, there are two ways of handling it. Either we we load the next memory and unload this level, like the brain. Let me collect my thoughts. What I'm trying to say is, there are two ways. Either we make a new scene for the next level, for the next room, whatever. And when transitioning from one room to the next room, we load the new room and unload the previous room. That means we need some sort of fade to black or something to transition properly. Alternatively, we could all have one area just all be in the same scene. That makes it a bit more difficult to plan around, though. And I'm open to both things. It's just, I don't know what works best. And again, visually I would prefer if we didn't have a fade to black between the rooms, but I am not certain. Because depending on how big the quote-unquote level becomes, like, depending on how big the area then becomes, that might be a big scene. And I think we would need to define better rules if we do it that way. Like, we need to define the rules for a room then. How do we detect what a room is? And that might be a lot of camera shenanigans, to be fair. Or to be honest, not to be fair. And I'm not sure yet. But I do prefer kind of having it coherent in that way. Oh, you're yellow. Maybe, but I kind of... What you need to realize is we are moving very fast. So a fade out, fade in is kind of... Yeah, we're very fast, so having a fade out, fade in is... A, it breaks pace. It might break pace anyway. And more importantly, it also... How do I best explain it? How long is a distance that we could travel that would need a... How big is a distance that we would need a fade out, fade in? So yeah, I don't know. If we do it as one big one big scene for the area, we might need to rework how the camera works. Not completely rework how the camera works, because I still think the way the camera works is ultimately not bad. I just... For example, this could be its own room. This area could be its own room compared to this area. That you have a transition between when you're sliding under here. But I kinda like not having it be its own area. So it's always a bit of a question, where do we put the arbitrary line of where a room begins and where it ends? And that's going to be the difficult part, I think. Figuring out how to best handle that. But let's just try keeping it all as one scene and figure out how would we implement that. Is that weird to implement? Is it odd to work around? So let's put a limit on this. 500, sure. Gee. How many tiles? 500. 400. I'm just throwing out random values, don't worry about it. 400. Minus 464. Yeah, sure. It just needs to be an arbitrary place. And then we need a second camera as a child node of the first camera. Not of the first camera, of the player. Yeah, I'm working on adding more stuff to it, but I really like stream avatars. Like, it's a fun little thing you can add, especially to such, you know, slow streams like this one. Like these more chill game dev streams, for example. Yeah, because it gives you guys basically something to work with while I do this. Attach script. Where do I attach a script? Attach script. Oh, right. Inherits. Not inherits. There. I'm very tired today. I'm figuring it out. Don't worry. Yeah, just attach another player camera. And attach the player to it. But yeah, I'm still working on the avatar stuff. I want to add more. I'm just very EP. And for that second player camera, we set a different limit. We want that camera to be limited around here, so limit. Left 500. I need to see the limit for this one. Where is draw limits? 500, 600, 800. Not quite. 560. Not 560. 760. 720. 720. What the idea is basically, I limit how far the player can look, so the camera is focused on what they are working on, like what they are doing right now. 12 minus 704. I don't like how that looks. 706. Yeah. And on the other side, I add a limit of that plus... How big is the screen? $320. So 1,000. 1,026, I think. Yeah. And at the bottom we add a limit of... What's your bottom limit? Why do you have your own scene? I'll answer that question later. That camera has a bottom limit of 64, so 64. And that one can have the same top limit of 456. It's just an arbitrary number. What that means is the camera can only move up and down in that area. But important is currently this camera isn't enabled. I'll add a trigger that checks from which side you enter the field, and then depending on where you enter the the trigger, it enables either this camera or that camera, depending on if you leave that area or enter that area. Yeah. So I'll add an area to the camera trigger 1. that camera trigger gets a script, which yeah, camera trigger. I can rename it later. So the camera trigger gets two export variables. Add export. Export variable camera A and camera B. Export. Basically, we give it to cameras the trigger should enable and disable, depending on where you enter and exit. Which is the next thing. We need to somehow decide if it's... Yeah, this is fine. I know how to do this. Instantiate child scene. I'm actually going to make this a full-on scene. Not instantiate child scene. My bad. Save branches scene. In source. Util. Not util. I'll save it here for now. I'll figure it out later. In the child scene, I add an arrow, 2 arrows actually. Four arrows. I forgot how I do that. I'll do that later. What my idea is, I'm adding... Okay, here's the concept. I give this basically 4 different directions it can face. So I know from where the player came and where he goes, which camera is A and which camera is B. And then I can just decide based on that which camera does what. Enum direction. I forgot how I implement enums, but that's fine. Top. No, not top. Vertical and horizontal. Horizontal and vertical. How do I write enums? Yeah. So basically, I tell the trigger which direction it's facing, so I can always assign A and B based on where the player's coming from. This makes a lot more sense in my head, but trust me. Export direction. Direction dot horizontal. By default, it's going to be horizontal, but I can change that. Yeah, and now in here, for camera trigger, I attach a child node, I attach a collision shape. That collision shape is going to define that first trigger. In this case, that collision shape is going to be over here, at the edge of the screen transition. It doesn't need to be particularly big. It just needs to be enough to be able to detect the player. And this is where we first get to work with physics. Physics layers. Physics. I don't think it needs to be monitorable. We don't really need to know if there's a camera trigger. We can also change the color of this collision shape to be... sure. It's just supposed to be clear that this is a collision shape, that's why I'm doing it this way. Okay. Now we assign player camera A as the camera we came from and camera B as the... I should actually add a description to the camera, but... how do I write documentation again? That's how... that should be fine. And now it should have that as its description. Yeah, perfect. I don't know if you can see that. If I hover over it, it shows me this description. I don't know if you can see that, but it isn't really relevant. Yeah. Now. If... I don't need unready. I don't need any of this. Node. If... Can I connect you with yourself? Cedric is kinda asleep, so I can't ask him. Yo, Hexen, how's it going? So I'm kinda just wandering around. If body entered... Yeah. If... Okay, void. Listen, some things you just have to try. But yeah, this works. So, if the body that entered... Oh my. If the body entered... No, it doesn't get better. If the body entered is... How do I find this out? How do I find that out? I know how I can find that out. Equals is camera A dot player and camera B dot player, because both of them have a variable called player, because they are not just cameras, they are special cameras. They're cameras I specifically invented. In fact, I can even be more specific here. We know those are player cameras. I don't know if player camera is a class yet. This is Godot. It is an open source engine, so completely free. Are you a class? You're not yet a class. Let me change that. Player... But yeah, this is Godot. It's relatively new. Like, it's not super new, it's been around for a while. But it has recently gotten a lot of popularity with Unity. Yeah, exactly. I've been working with Godot for a while now, so I'm pretty used to working with it. Yeah. So if the body is both the player... If the body is both the player of camera A and camera B, in that case, I can... Yeah, Godot's pretty good in that regard. It's very good for UI stuff. I need to show off my card game at some point. I've made one ages ago. I think I talked about it with you at some point. But yeah, Godot's pretty good at working with on card game stuff actually, because it's very good at UI stuff, which is very important for a card game. At least in my opinion. But if player dot let's say if camera A's player as, because we know player A's camera A's player is also camera B's player, so we can just save it as a variable called player. If player dot velocity first match case. Yeah, I think you told me that before, and I am curious. I do want to know what kind of card game you want to make. I know we started that conversation, but I don't know if we ever finished it. Match. If match direction. Nah, I don't need a match case for that. I only have two different states. If direction equals direction dot vertical, if player dot velocity small velocity dot x smaller than or less than less than 0. So if we're going left, camera B dot enabled equals false, and camera A dot enabled equals true. Basically what I'm doing is, if we are entering from the right, I disable the right camera and enable the left camera. Else, I do the other way around, do it the other way around. Camera A and camera B. And then we basically copy the same for if... That's the wrong direction. But... Yeah! Yeah! Yu-Gi-Oh! Is actually pretty good at that with Link monsters now. But then again, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is very bad in other things. So... what is your problem? Why? Did I save you? Yeah. I mean, Link still do a lot of... Like, if you play a Link deck, it is actually still a little bit of positional stuff. Plus, there are a lot of cool decks that do stuff with position. But I do agree, it's not as much the main focus at it as I think you want to do it. Yeah, I get what you mean. What is your problem? Variable camera A is a variable but does not contain a type. But I... Equals? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I get what you mean. I think... I mean, iPhone enjoy the pacing of Yu-Gi-Oh!, but I'm a madman. I don't think that speaks for my sanity. If I... Which one is the bottom camera? A... Yeah, that makes sense. It is fun, yeah, but I do get what you mean. If direction is not vertical, then it's probably horizontal. And then we do the same for X. And in theory, that should work. Let me try that real quick. Let me add a second camera trigger. Instantiate child scene camera trigger. Add child node, collision shape, recent colors. Um, and your cameras are going to be the bottom camera is camera 2 and the top camera is camera A again. Yeah, I get what you mean. And your vertical. And your collision shape. Rectangle. But yeah, I think your idea is pretty cool, like doing something more with the positioning. Because I agree, not a lot of games in that space do much with... How wide are you? Four pixels, okay. But yeah, I definitely think it could be fun to work on that at some point. If, like, for you, I don't know. But I also get that you don't have a lot of time, like... But I would love to see what you do with that at some point. And... you are vertical, you're horizontal... Let me add something in the script very quick. On ready! I need to steal a ready function somewhere. Do you have a ready function? You do! Yoink! Ready... In ready, I basically just set monitorable. That's it. I don't want to have to manually disable it every time I add a new camera trigger. So I'm just going to manually disable it instead. Like, not manually, in code disable it. But yeah, in theory, now, if you enter this trigger, you should, if you enter this trigger, you should switch to that camera, and if you enable that trigger, you should switch back to that trigger. So let's see if that works. The camera trigger's over here, and it did not work. Did I assign the cameras correctly? I did. Where did we fail? Why did we fail? Let's see. Yeah. That sounds like a good idea. I think that's a good strategy to do it. Until you properly have, yeah, time to work on it. I'm just going to print a bunch of statements once we enter the... Player falls. Player rises. Those sound also wonderfully dramatic, but... left... You. How's it going? No worries, I know. You're probably busy with something, so if you want to learn, don't worry. I'll manage. I won't manage, but I can very much panic about it. Yeah. So now, if the player if it actually detects the player at any point entering, it gives me a little ping that something happened. Ooh. Here's what it's going to be like. I need more troll levels. I need to play more troll levels, I mean. I mean, I enjoy watching them. I just feel like I don't know, I might stream trolls at some point. Like, if I ever do end up playing them, but I don't know. I currently don't have time to split my attention between so many things for stream, because I only stream at most 3 times a week. Oh heck. Let's see, did I get any sort of text? No. Is this the wrong signal? I mean, that one doesn't have the signal. That's where we already failed, but... no, actually. I did make a game before that was inspired by Mega Man X, but I kinda didn't vibe with the process too much. So I decided to currently work on a game that... and I can show you off the actual movement. Because that's the thing, what I currently showed is more or less a small, like, scaled down version of the actual moveset. How the player actually moves. It's more like this. Yeah, I get it. And I enjoy Mega Man X as well, so I definitely see where you're coming from. I do definitely think it's one of my inspirations. But the actual inspiration for the gameplay in this case is actually more Metroid. Specifically the Speedbooster in Metroid Dread. I really enjoy how it works. So... I don't know yet how I exactly want to do it, but it's kind of more... I think I kind of want to structure it like Celeste in a way of different areas, and you just explore through the game. Not quite Metroidvania-like, but still trying to have similar elements based on inspiration. But yeah, it's going to be more explorative. But yeah, the idea is basically a lot of the puzzle aspects of somehow the camera got worse. I need to work on that later. Been playing around with the camera a lot recently, as I mentioned earlier. But yeah, the idea is basically similar to the Speedbooster puzzles in Metroid. That you have to keep your speed and figure out ways to maintain your speed without losing it. Because if you stop running, you lose your speed. Or are stopped from running. Okay, now why are you not working? Why are you not working? Where are we going wrong? Where did this go wrong? uh... Why do you not detect? Why do you not detect the player? I mean, I didn't connect the signal here, which is fair enough. I mean, there were some boss fights that were like this. One boss fight I remember is Scullion or Orkin in the DS version of Sonic Colors, but that's a niche game, so But I do agree, that's a cool thing I wish more Sonic games did. So why are you not working? Are you not... You have the same player as the player camera, so that is working. That is working, but we don't get the player entered prompt. So it fails before. Let's print whenever a body enters. Some games are better at it, some games are worse. Like, I think a lot of the boost games do it relatively well. A lot of the classic games are a lot about damage boosting, so they kinda get a pass, kinda don't. Good news! There is actually a boss fight that does that. Kinda. The Egg Dragoon in Generations kinda works that way. It's not as... It is definitely one of my favorite fights from... Yeah! Again, I think the Egg Dragoon is the closest to that, now that I think about it. But I agree, that sounds like a very cool concept. And I do kinda wish they would do more stuff like that, but... A lot of platformers, I think, have an issue with boss fights, to be fair. I don't know why, but despite the fact that a lot of platformers use boss fights, but unless they give you specifically a way to attack like in Mega Man with the Buster, boss fights are a bit... And I mean, it makes sense, because how do you fight something if you don't really have any way to fight? For example, that's what I'm still thinking about how I want to do fights in this game. Because you basically don't have combat capabilities early on. You don't really fight. Game. It doesn't print anything. It's starting to... Let me put a breakpoint here. Yeah. I think it's very interesting. Yeah, kinda. That was what I was thinking too. Which could go back into the narrative with the hunter, that the hunter is basically killing them for you. You're kinda just there while the hunter is having the actual boss fight. Because you know the hunter is legally distinct Samus. Oh. Sorry, there's an ad running. I'll take a quick break. So I'll be right back. Well, then I think that's over. Again, sorry about that. Twitch didn't really warn me. So... Exactly. Again, sorry about that. Twitch didn't really warn me beforehand. Yeah, I have no clue what's going wrong here, so... I'll just put a breakpoint there so it warns me when something triggers that function. If we don't trigger that function at all, then... Well, Why is nothing happening? Yeah, I really like Spider Dance. It's one of those songs that feels slightly odd compared to the rest, but I really like it. Like, it's not out of place, but it's definitely... It feels very... out... in a game that's... Exactly. It's especially also, in a game that does so much with leitmotifs, it's very funny to, have a song that kinda doesn't. A song that kinda... He'll dive us indeed. I didn't say anything about it. Okay, this function is never called. Why is this function not called? No. Perfect autocorrect. He'll dive us into chat lag, exactly. Why is this not working? Why are you not... Oh, perfect, that's even exactly what I wanted to be. Why are you not... Oh no. Do we still have that sound command? I don't know. I need to fix my stuff at some point. Ever since trying to move away from stream elements, it's kinda like weird. I'm still working on it, and that's... I'm at this weird middle phase where I'm not completely done with transitioning away from it, but I'm also not really using it anymore. No worries, see you around. And yeah, what I wanted to say about platformer bosses. It's both... The Brutals in Mario Odyssey are really weird because I think they are really cool concepts for bosses and a real step up from other bosses in the series, but also they are still very basic. It is weird, let's say it this way. Okay, why is this not working? Why are you not being called? Can I... Yeah, exactly. Same for me right now. There are also other reasons why I don't want to use it anymore, but it's a long story. But yeah, I'm trying to get rid of... Like, I'm trying to move my chat overlay to something else as well, I just don't know what yet. And maybe Silica's just going to code something, but I don't know. I wouldn't rule it out. I just also wouldn't want to force him to... Why are you not being called? Yeah, why... The problem... Okay, the problem is this is never called. Why is this not called? What does it do? Signals. On body entered. Emitted when the received body enters this area. Body can be a physics body, 2D, or tile map. Is the player a physics body 2D? Player. Extends character body 2D. which extends physics body to the... Okay. Yeah. It might be part of Orbot, at which point Orbot needs to be physically on my PC instead of his. Yeah, I do really like the voice changer. So the player is a physics body to these, so that's not the issue. Then what is the issue? Why are you not being caught? Does monitorable make it a thing that I can't use it anymore? I can just get rid of the ready function. Maybe. Let's see. Okay. He detected something, but not me. You did... It is clearly detecting something now that it's monitorable. So... Progress? Question mark? Now, why can't you detect me? Why? Collision layer... I'm on collision layer 1. On which collision layer are you? Collision layer 1. Okay, that should mean I can collide with you. Which I shouldn't, but that's not the point. So why can I not collide? Because the player can enter the camera trigger. Let me remove this part, and instead of body, just player. And player becomes a variable of this place. Export variable, add export. Player. Which is a player. Export variable. So now I assign Booster as the player. And now you still don't detect me. So I'm just not colliding, am I? Why am I not colliding? Because you're not there. Wherever you are, you're not here. Oh, oh. Well, that's weird. Relatable. I think most streams are just held together by hope. Hope and a lot of duct tape. So, does this work? Why can I not move you? Yeah, I don't even know how... If this, that's the problem though, this shouldn't be complex. What I have figured out now is... For some reason the shape is just vanishing. I don't know why it's vanishing, but... As you can see, there's no collision shape. I am morbidly curious, because it's colliding with stuff, so it still exists, right? Where is it? Let me just take this camera and attach it to this collision shape. What is happening? I'm a... Nope, that's it. Stream's over. I'm a moron. I'm a... You know what happens? You know what happens when you have a... When you have a... node attached to another node. The position of the lower node always moves with the position of the higher node. So the child node always moves with the parent node. Why is this camera trigger a child of the player? Of course I cannot collide with it. I'm moving it. Physically. Myself. Oh, that would do it. That would do it. That's a very abrupt change. That's a very abrupt change. But I think we can make up for that in the collision shape. It sure does. What we can do is basically camera when I'm making camera I can remove those print statements. They serve their purpose now. So if I switch to a camera, I also switch the position of the camera to be the position of the previous camera. So in this case, camera B dot position equals camera A dot position. No, other way around, actually. Should be camera A moves to where camera B was. And the other way around here. Camera A, camera B. This is again correct. And now what should happen is that we move the camera beyond its limits, and so it smoothly moves back to its limits instead of directly jumping. Or at least that should be what happens in theory. But it isn't. So something is wrong. Offset? Is it offset? It might be offset. Or it might be something completely different and I'm doing this wrong. Nice. By the way, I'm going to add more stuff, like equipment, to the avatars later. And if you have any suggestions, you can text me, I guess. I try to focus on getting basic colored stuff first, like basic colored shirts, pants and stuff, but... Again, I'm not against suggestions, I'm just working on figuring the stuff out first. Like, what I want. And that also didn't do it. I mean, this is not a bad start, mind you. This is pretty acceptable. And I think a lot of that could already be fixed by moving the collision shape a bit to the right. 60, 84, 80, 82. Yeah, I was thinking about it. I just need ideas for heads and helmets first. But I definitely don't have a lot of head parts yet. Currently I only have the head and helmet part, like head and hat parts for my own outfit, because of course I have something for myself. But I was thinking of adding stuff for that, I just wasn't sure yet what. But I do think I want to add stuff based on the basic classes they have for the boss fight. So that will be something. Plus I'll definitely add Booster's outfit once I'm done. Because it would be weird not to have Booster's outfit. But yeah, definitely good suggestion. I agree. Still weird. Let's see how this... So... I wonder... Yeah, exactly, that's what I'm thinking. I wonder how to fix it, because making the offset is... I guess the proper thing to do would be... Huh, Cryptid to Necrodancers on sale. The proper thing would be to... I don't know. The problem is the limits. That's easier said than done, because I have no clue how I do that. That's what I'm trying to achieve with this code, I just don't know how. But yeah, that is what I'm thinking, I just don't know how to do it yet. Because I don't quite understand how a camera works yet. Because cameras have a lot, and I mean a lot of values. Exactly. No, but I might actually... Godot camera. Switch between camera. I mean, I agree. It's more a specific Godot issue. I have an idea though. What if I just don't disable the previous camera? What if I don't disable the previous camera? Then nothing happens, okay. Good to know. We have achieved nothing. The problem is I need to somehow move the camera beyond... Maybe I just enable position smoothing. Maybe this just does it. It makes the camera smoother. Um. I think I have an idea. There are two different positions, global and local position. The thing is, the local position is always 0 because it's attached to the player. It's not completely true, but... So maybe using the global position might work? The problem is, I'm not moving the camera. I'm switching camera. So the camera doesn't move, it just jumps to the other camera. And the camera cannot move between those two jumps because there's no camera between those two jumps. That's why I can't set the speed for that, because there is no speed for an instant action. I mean, that would just look very snappy, so I don't think that's the ideal solution either. Like... But that's a different thing. Yeah. I don't think that's the ideal solution for this. I just need to wrap my brain around what the ideal solution actually is. Also, the camera's moving looks a bit weird, so I'm going to disable it for now. Till I decided if I'm... Doing a lot of micro movement is not a good idea. Especially because cameras take a lot of processing power, so... What I need to think about is how do I... The problem is fundamentally, looking at the camera, because it's so limited in where it can go. If I offset it, it doesn't move. Because, of course it doesn't move. It's at its bound... Excuse me. Well, I lied. So it is offset. It's weird. It's a weird thing. But I think I found the solution. I need to calculate something, and that's going to be a lot of maths. Aren't we happy about this? Camera A dot offset equals camera B, the global position minus camera A, I think. Camera A is going to be offset in the direction of camera B, which in this case it's when we're going to the left, so camera B is the right. So camera camera A, that global position minus. That's maths. There's a lot of maths, in fact. But if I do this correctly, I think that might be correct. X, specifically in the X direction, which isn't really relevant, but I cannot subtract vectors. Oh, I can, but I don't wanna. And then the same, but the other way around. And in the theory, X. And I think I'm going to do the same with Y2, just to be safe. But in theory that should work. What I do is basically I check how much distance is between those two cameras and set the offset. And the offset is going to naturally reset, so it should hopefully lead to a smooth-ish animation. Hopefully. And if not, well, can't be worse. You cannot see any of what I just did. Chad, why didn't you tell me? What I just did is basically I set the offset of the camera to be the distance between the two cameras. Because the offset I can move even if the camera is at the limit. And it might be a bit snappy, but might be better. Nope, it's still as snappy as ever. I am slowly getting annoyed by this. We have made no progress whatsoever, but that's fine. Maybe if I smooth the limit. At this point I'm just trying random things. Nope. What does the player camera do? That's a very helpful message. Thanks me. That's going to help me so much. At this point, I'm just trying random shit. I'll be real. better. Worse. Way worse. Way, way worse. If I disable the previous camera only after enabling the camera? That's also an option. And I'm more than willing to try anything at this point. Because I have no clue what I'm doing. It definitely is. Better? Not worse, honestly. Worse, definitely worse. I got nothing. Let me think. The thing is, I somehow need to get the camera to not... I need to get the camera to the position of the other camera. Because obviously if I don't, we have this jump because the position we look to isn't the same we're currently at. Maybe I can implement some behavior actually. In the player camera script, I add a new variable. Starting limit. Starting limit X and starting limit actually all the limits. I need all the limits. Top starting limit bottom starting limit left and starting limit right. And in ready, we set all of these limits as their respective limits. Starting limit top equals limit top. Starting limit bottom equals limit bottom. starting limit left is limit left, and you guessed it, limit right is limit right. Because the fundamental issue is, because the limit exists, the camera cannot move beyond the limit. So what if I don't have you move beyond the, like, don't have you move the past that limit, but rather remove the limit? That's a giant wall of text. I don't worry about that right now. If you are enabled, your limits are going to be, limit top is going to be your starting limit top. Your limit bottom is going to be, I think you get the idea. Limit bottom, limit left is going to be starting limit left. Limit right is going to be starting limit right. Nah. I like the challenge behind this, to be honest. I want to challenge myself to learn more. And that's kind of why I'm doing this. Let me... What's your limit right now? No. I just want this value. Thank you. Limit top is going to be minus 1000. Limit bottom is going to be, how much is this? 10 million. Yeah, that should be enough. Minus 10 million, 10 million, minus 10 million and 10 million. So only if the camera is enabled does the limit actually matter. And now in the camera trigger I can remove all of this garbage. And again, do this the other way around. And that should work. Like, this is guaranteed to work. Because this fundamentally just ignores the issue. Instead of solving it, we just ignore it. And let's see how horribly wrong this goes. Probably. It's better. It's a little better. Still has some issues though. Okay, why does this go wrong now? What makes this go wrong now? Specifically. First of all, you're the wrong camera. I just noticed. You are not even a player camera. Now we're talking. Why are you zoom? Why is your zoom? Because I never fixed it here. Just saving some stuff that I want to ideally have on every player camera. So okay, did this fix anything? No. What is your problem? Oh, I haven't assigned a player. That would in fact do it. And your limit should be... $702 and 706? 706U. And 1026. $64 and whatever that number was. Why ever that number was. Okay. Now... I don't think that actually fixes any... Why is no camera enabled now? Oh, because I haven't enabled you yet. Duh. See, that works fine, but then that doesn't work fine. So why doesn't it work fine? Why does it not work fine? I mean, that's not really the issue, though. Because it happens the first time we enter that area, I think. Yeah. So that's not really the issue. The thing is... Also, just in general, I don't want to solve this via level design, because that just means the problem shows up again. Yeah, exactly. It's the faster method of fixing it, and it's not the method of fixing I would like to use. Because... Good morning. Why do I want what? again, it's just if I just fix it via level design, I just have to worry about it in because the level design. Because the level continues after that, in theory. Theoretically? Because it's a shaft and I don't want the player to just focus on mostly the wall when they are standing in the wall. I don't know if I can do that. I can probably do it, but I would need to code it myself. That's kind of the issue. No matter what I'm doing here, I have to code it myself. What means being in focus? It's kind of the thing. That's in theory what I'm doing. I can't really do that because for that to happen, for that to happen, the player, like the camera, would need to know what is in its area, and more importantly, both cameras would need to know. And while that's possible in theory, I mean, the easiest way to do this would just to be fill the entire thing with a collision area. But I feel like that's an ugly way of solving it. But yeah, Silic, that's what I'm trying to do for the last hour or so. Oh, no, don't get me wrong. I see what you mean. I just don't think it's easier than doing this. I definitely appreciate the idea. Like, don't get me wrong. And sorry if it sounded like I didn't appreciate it. Like, I do genuinely appreciate if you give me ideas. I just also need to, obviously, realistically, it could be, but I don't know. I don't know if I can make that work as easily. And I don't know if it would solve the issue as easily as well. On screen, I don't know right now. Not at the top of my head. Let me just find that out very quick. On screen there are 40 times 23. By the way, I'm going to take a quick break. I almost forgot about ads. So I'll be right back. Okay. I think I have an idea how to fix this. I think the issue is, because I immediately set the limits, it effectively doesn't change anything. But if I slowly move the limits to where they are, where they should be, I think that might work. So I might just lerp it. So limit equals limit dot lerp limit top comma. Actually I don't need to. Delta times a lot, since the limits are at like I think that might work, because lerping basically means I don't immediately change the value, but rather move towards the limit. Why can I not lerp? Why can I not lerp an integer? Do I need to? Yeah, okay. Limit top. And now we do the same thing for all the other limits. And that basically means we don't immediately jump to the making the limit what we want, but rather move towards the new limit. Just instead of limit top everywhere, limit bottom. And that's all just to make the camera system work, by the way. We have spent a lot of time on this. But I hope it works now. Otherwise I'm going to be very upset. I thought I did. I thought I fixed it. I think it's not lerping fast enough. It might not be lerping fast enough. I get the feeling this isn't working. I hate all of this. Back to the drawing board. Okay, this is all not working. How else can I do this? I've tried using offset, I tried moving the position, I tried to remove the limit. I am running out of ideas. Forget level transitions, we don't even get the camera done today. That's fair. I should still disable the... It seems that way, yeah. It sure seems that way. Yeah. The player doesn't know which cameras exist. I would know, I wrote the player. Yeah. The camera trigger also only knows the cameras it needs to switch between. So yeah. I don't think that doesn't make it does. I don't think that helps us. Ah, dang. Oop. That doesn't work. So just set current on the camera I want to be the current camera. Okay. Do you want any... Can I... I need to check camera stuff. Camera, player camera... Camera 2D. What you call it? Is current. Make current. It's make current. Okay. I see. I see. So, in the camera trigger, make current. Make current. So now... Welcome back. Nothing happens. And the debugger is screaming at me. What have I done? On body entered, condition enabled. Pardon? I don't even know what that means. So both of them need to be enabled. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yep, that makes sense. Let's try this again, shall we? So... Now you're confusing me, game. It's almost like the camera isn't following at the same speed. I think I know what the issue with this collision is. Because I can have a collision that... Okay. That one can be easily fixed. Nope, 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 that's assignment. Camera A covers the whole level, yeah. I just slid over the... That was sick. No, hang on. How did I do that? Later problem. That worked. That didn't work. That didn't work. That worked. This is so weird. I might just have to fix this more off stream. Because I'm honestly not sure what... Sure, what? Where? Oh. That's doable. Funk. Draw. And... yeah, what do you want me to draw? Draw circle. I think I get what you mean, yeah. Radius 4. Actually, 2. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Does that work? Doesn't need to be hashtag 0, 0, 0. No. And then call draw in Q redraw in okay. Q redraw. I mean, it's hexadecimal, which is very ironic thinking about it. That doesn't seem to work. Okay, how do I define a color? Documentation, color. Color, I just copied that color. I know which color that is, it's called black. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that all makes sense. Actually, does it make sense? Hang on. Why is the point of this camera following me? There are two black points, right? Chat, you see two black points. The one that's moving all the time is the one of the main camera. It covers the entire level. That one makes sense. It moves because it gets the offset from me. But then the other one is always just there, yeah, why does it not do anything? I understand why it doesn't offset itself. Like, why it doesn't move left and right. Like, that it doesn't move more left and right, like the other point. But why does it follow me? As it doesn't move relatively to me left and right, let's say it this way. Again, global versus local coordinates. Why does it not... Why does the offset move with me? I mean, yes, but... Yeah. Makes sense. But why... Huh. But shouldn't it start moving when it comes to current camera? Yeah. Yeah, I am aware. Yeah, sure. That might help. Okay, now you get red. Because you're the interesting one. And that one stays black. You didn't see it, but I changed the color. You did see me change it? I thought I didn't disable the... never mind. At this point I don't even notice anymore when I forget to... Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. You can facepalm all you want, that doesn't change that I didn't know that. Yeah, nothing changed. Everything is exactly how I described it. Two things. One is completely unrelated to all of this, but that's going to fix one issue that I had. Connect. It's easier to handle this when it exits rather than enters all this code. So I'm actually going to remove that signal. Because it turns out that's the easier way to handle this. Anyways. The second thing, what have we learned from this? Play, I think I have an idea. I don't know. We have learned that I don't know. We have learned that the offset that is applied via this code isn't applied to the other to the player, like to the second camera, so it doesn't get horizontal offset. Is that good? Is that bad? I don't actually know. Can we? We can. Yeah. So we draw a second point for each of them. Right? That tells us where the center is. Yeah, let's make it a square to make it easier. Draw a square. It's rect, isn't it? Let me check, what are your arguments? Rectangle, color, filled, width. What? Why is the order of these now suddenly different? Who made this? Can I... Rec... to... What are you... What do you want? Position size. So offset vector 2 3, 3 3 no, 1. Not offset, yeah. What was it? Get center... yeah, that. True, and that's fine. So there's the square now that... that would explain. So instead Okay. Well, would you look at that? That square's not moving. They are not moving while they are not the current camera. That's interesting to know. Why are they not moving? But that's actually good information. That means they cannot move while they are not the current camera. Strange, actually. That is really strange. Am I doing this? Is this my fault? I shouldn't just delete things. I might need that later. This goes wrong. No, it's not my fault. Okay, so this is just a property of cameras. Interesting. I wonder. Camera 2D. I wonder. Spectre. Wonder. If I wonder if I can force it to follow the player. Aligns the camera to the track node. How do I make a tracker node? Tracker node. But I guess that's kind of what Hexen suggested. Just... I just want to try. If I just add a line to this, nothing else. What does it do? Nothing. Also, the camera is acting really strange, and I'm very tempted to revert all the camera changes I made because of it. This is better? Ah. If I just wire... Oh, not wire. If not is current. Vector 2.0. Does that work? No. This is a very odd behavior. But that's the thing, right? Then why is it not following? This is very odd behavior. I've never seen that behavior before. Maybe that works. I should call it first and then make current, but I don't know if a line does anything. But at this point I'm out of ideas. I might have to do this off stream. This is not where I expected the stream to go, but this is where we're going. Wrong scene. It's still not moving, but maybe if I... That didn't work. The problem is the camera needs to be aligned at all times, and it currently isn't, for whatever reason. And part of that is just that it's not aligned with the camera. Maybe, but I don't think that's the issue. Because it just straight up doesn't move. No matter what I do. The thing is, things are starting to make sense, to a certain degree. To catch up. Currently, the camera doesn't move. That's why my original concept of setting the offset didn't work. Because the offset is massive. Maybe. pause update transform. I might just use that in... okay. Well, if not transform, scroll. I'm just trying this. If it doesn't work while not while I am so confused. No. I mean, kinda, but it's not particularly. I mean, I guess we can try it if recalculating the offset and switch works. What's the offset? Camera A. So camera A dot offset equals camera B dot offset. That's what I originally had right when we started with this, but camera A dot position minus camera B dot position. Or the other way around. Yeah, I guess it works. I'm just going to steal your code, not money. The code you posted in my chat. Yeah, let's see if that does something. I think you're right. I think you're right. We need to inverse this. Yes. I am aware. Maybe we didn't need to invert it. I need to know which camera I'm switching. Camera A dot position equals yeah. Well, screw you. I tried, okay? Where are we? So that wasn't it. Oh yeah. Plus I should probably only... Okay, yeah. I suppose. This is fine. I should just copy this. I think that's easier. So let's try that again. Maybe I just need to invert it. Like invert it when I'm entering, when I'm falling I need to invert this. I think that makes sense. And similarly if I go to the left, yeah, that might be it. I can show you in a sec. Let me see if that improves anything. Nope, that makes it so much worse. My lab code in the camera, yeah. Y is uncapped, yes. Currently. I guess you want me. Yeah, that might help. So we're making progress? Kinda. Actually, it should be 32. Minus 32, but... Yeah, I think I get what you mean. That doesn't fix everything here, though. But it's progress. We're slowly fixing all the little things that are broken here. Now I need to only figure out how I make the camera follow the player. But I don't. The screen the screen position. I need to make the screen position equal the actual position, I think. If it's not active... Oh, I hope everything's going to be alright. Snowstorm sounds definitely like... might cause some trouble. Also, isn't it like March? That's good to hear. I probably shouldn't do that, but... You can't stop me. Okay, fine. Maybe you can't stop me. Oh. Fair enough. I suppose. Then what do I do? Because we still have to issue that. I think I know what I need to do. I have no idea. Let me fix that later. I'm currently not. Yes. Setting what to false? Yes. I shouldn't anymore. I don't need lerp offset anymore. I know it was a fix for something earlier regarding limits, but it didn't really help much, so... Actually, it did help, because now you see what happens. I guess that doesn't work. I do know what I can do to fix that. If lerp offset isn't active, I can still use lerp offset. And lerp towards just Y. From offset Y to 30 minus 32 delta times lerp speed. And that should work, kinda. So delta, so Y always moves. Does it? I don't think so. Ah, it's a running game. I'll take a quick break, I'll be right back. Well, then let's figure out how to fix this. I'm still completely confused at what is happening, to be honest, but I'm starting to get a grasp of it. I think that might just work. Since this isn't working, clearly. Then Mike. Do I need to call it before or after? I don't know. Yeah, it's weird. No, wait. That was correct. It's a very weird system. But we're getting there. We're slowly getting there. And at least once we're done with it, it's done. That was almost perfect. Until it wasn't. I think I need to disable lerping the camera while it's not the current camera. If not is current. Oh, I made a mistake here. I cannot spell it. I can't. So... What is happening? Am I using the wrong lerp function? Wait, I'm my genius. Sometimes it's almost frightening. Let's try that again. Well, that looked good. That didn't look good. That looked good. Kinda. Yeah, the music, it doesn't help this. Progress. The limits are screwing at it with it at the top. What do you mean? Well, that can be fixed though. That can be fixed. If I'm... And I'm so glad that I saved it. In that case, I can just check the limits. Actually, no, I can't. Never mind. Yeah. If I set the... I disagree. I don't... But I don't want to solve it with level design. Because solving it with level design means I'm just going to stumble upon this issue again and again and again. Again and again. That doesn't make any sense. I disagree that if that's the limits of it, then I am going to screw with the limits at runtime, if I have to. Because I doubt... This cannot be. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. I don't understand why... I get why the screen position in theory doesn't update. But shouldn't it be exactly where the offset tells it to be? So I would just need to be able to align the offset properly. Things I know I can solve this with maths, I just don't know the maths. This is solvable. I know it is. I am working on that right now. You could have told me that my camera wasn't. You could have told me that I wasn't capturing Godot. That I wasn't capturing Godot, then you would have seen that I was currently doing that. Sorry chat, I'm a bit stressed. This is annoying me. This is very much annoying me. Because it shouldn't be that difficult. That was almost correct. Why was it only almost correct? Thanks, French. I do kinda need it right now. But the problem is if I do it afterwards, you see the jump. If I do it afterwards, you see the jump. And that's what we're trying to prevent. I mean, you're probably right. I know. I know. You are right. You're right. Wait, does it mean the... Does the camera only have a current screen position? No, it doesn't, but it doesn't update. Okay, let's try this again. I might call it after this, by the way. I'm definitely having a moment here. See, it doesn't change anything. Am I doing the math correctly? Am I doing this the wrong way around? I don't know. Because I'm trying to do the job that a mathematician should do, but I'm not a mathematician. That almost worked. That didn't work at all. That was up. let's reverse up. Let's just reverse up. Let's test it. One by one, each case, individual. Up almost works, but it doesn't do anything. While down works... I hate all of this. I hate all of this. I hate all of it. Why does it not work? I can try. Friend, camera, A, dots, get screen position, plus camera B, dot get. Actually, just let me just print that at a Yeah, I hate you too, Godot. I again didn't close. Chat, could you tell me if I forget to close? Please. Maybe. I might need a break. What is wrong with you? Oh. Thank you. Here are the values. Of the camera trigger, it's at the same position as. Yeah, I'm telling you in a sec. That one is there, and the top one is the top one is there. $800 more. Yeah. That's kind of what I'm worried about. Kind of just doesn't. But I kind of also feel like the offset might not be that helpful. Because, for example, that the offset here is going to be something insanely big. That doesn't really... We can try. In what way? Okay. Yeah. Actually player camera. But doesn't really matter. We can make that assumption because we know which camera is. Okay. In this case, camera B. Equals camera A. And the same happens here. And the reverse happens here. Okay. What are we doing with these? At the end of all of this, okay. Dot make current. Okay. With that we can remove all of this. Okay. And instead of so new cam.offset equals old cam dot get screen position minus new cam dot get screen position, right? Am I doing this correctly? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. The camera might be wrong in the trigger. In what way? They shouldn't be. Yeah, these should be correct. And those are correct too. The bottom camera in the top trigger needs to be the same as the right in the... So the bottom camera, camera 2, right camera, also camera 2, yeah? That's correct. And this code should work accordingly. So the old camera and the new camera should be set correctly. So now the issue. That the Y offset isn't. The offset calculation into a lambda. No, because I don't know what a lambda is. Well, I do know what a lambda is, but I forgot how to do one. Offset calc equals like that. Am I doing this right? And I didn't want to. Okay. I have questions. Okay, fair enough. Okay. I'm confused. Is this even working? I want to invert it just to make sure it's not just... At this point, I am out of ideas. I'm being completely honest. And that doesn't mean I'm going to give up on this, it just means I'm trying to understand what the consequence of this is. Why is this going wrong? Where is this going wrong? And how can I fix it? Trying to figure out how I can find the position we are at. Because that's basically all I need to do. Correctly find the position. Without things going completely kaput. The process. And it seems like I almost got it. We are now officially at... That's a scary thing to hear from you, but go on. At this point, I'm pretty much out of ideas. Player.global position. So... Old cam pose... What you're saying is old cam pose minus player.global position. Or the other way around. That's just crazy enough that it might work. Now... That actually improved things a little. Yeah, I just wanted to say that I just wanted to do that because I realized that's something we can run before because we don't need a new camera position anymore. Okay, running it before or after doesn't really change anything. But it's still an improvement. The problem is we want the camera to be here. Right here. I don't know if you can see my mouse over there. Can you see my mouse when I'm hovering the... You can. Okay, we want the camera, like this camera, to be right here. As we leave. Yeah, but... That's the thing, we should be able to do this without the limits screwing us over. Because one of the cameras can move freely. At least one of the cameras can move freely. And the other one should also be able to move past the limits with offsets, because I've already seen the offsets move past it. And okay. Yeah, but... We need to screw around with the limits. And I've removed that code earlier, but I think we can move back to it a bit. I had code here earlier that... Do you still save it? No. That's fine. Can re-implement it. Yeah, I get what you mean. Let's try this again. Because I think that was not a bad idea, I just didn't implement it correctly. Let me copy that. Why are you indented? Limit. Left. Limit. Top. Limit. Right. And limit bottom. What I'm doing with this is simply, if this is the current camera, I love the limits towards the starting limit, like the limit that I set at the beginning. And otherwise I move them back to the maximum limit. Lerp. Limit. Left. Starting limit left. And then do the same for... I did it before, but this time I feel like I can do it more... deliberately, if you get what I mean. Because I think removing the limits is fundamentally something we have to do. I fear there's no way around it. But I might just... I might need to call in and actually look up how to do this properly. I wanted to avoid it if I can, because I didn't think it would be that difficult, but we are here, how many hours later? 4. And I'm losing my sanity. So I think I need to accept that I was defeated. Minus 10 million. That's fine. It's fine. I have a phone allowed playing. Oh, right. I remember now. But yeah, I think I might just call it soon. Why does the player camera, why does the, I know you can't see. Why do you say player.velocity.x? You should know. Oh. Apps. Whoops. Why are your limits not working? I mean, presumably because I set them false, but... Yeah, that would do it. That would do it. Oops. Yeah, I don't think Yeah, probably. I'll give this one more try, and if it doesn't work, I'm probably going to call it. It sorta worked. But then it didn't work at all. Yeah, no. Nah, that's not doing anything. I need to look it up. Well, that was certainly one of the streams of all time. Yeah, probably. I need to probably figure this out. I didn't think it would be that difficult, but I should have known. Oh well. Let's just... Let's just see what we can do. Let's find someone to raid, shall we? Anyone, any suggestions? Options back. Hudson's doing Dream Team. Let's raid Opto, sure. Everyone's playing Kamek. Everyone's suffering. One day I'm going to get on the Kamek train as well. One day. But that day is not today. So, raid message. Raid message, huh? I don't know, I kinda lost my mind. Which honestly is probably the perfect raid message, so... put whatever raid emote you want on that. I'll be back. Sorry for the weird stream, I guess. I don't know, I need to look more into this and... I don't know. I'll probably be back on Friday for Doom or something, I don't know. Until then, bye-bye!